Hey everybody, it's Captain Wyman, and it's time for another This Is What We're Doing This Week. It's week 6 of our online learning, and we have some fun things in store. This week you're going to be using Pear Deck, you'll be writing about a career, you'll be experiencing the difference between fruit and vegetable. You'll be using Flipgrid to talk about what you're reading and learning a little more about embryology. Not to mention, we've got another play for you called The Emperor's New Clothes. I hope you guys had a fun day yesterday celebrating your moms on Mother's Day. I spent my day doing a bunch of planting in the garden and yard work. As it turns out, this week's science lesson is all about seeds. You're going to take a look at a video that will show you what happens to a flower when it produces seeds that then turn into fruit. Mrs. Martin made a slideshow that can be printed out, and you can use this to practice what you learned from the video. Also, Mrs. Martin and her kids made a fun video to show you the difference between fruits and vegetables that you can watch to further your understanding. Finally, there's a Google form here for you to put some of the information you've been learning throughout the week in the form of complete sentences that you can also copy and then paste into the slideshow that you started a couple weeks ago called Planting Seeds. The Google form has a few pictures that I took of plants around my yard, and also a rutabaga that it started growing leaves, and we cut it up and actually put it in water. It started growing roots, and then we planted that in our garden. So I have a couple pictures of it before I cut it up and also after having planted it. To your regular iReady lesson and practicing math facts, this week you have a challenge math lesson. And this includes daily lessons, so one lesson per day, where you're going to be using Pear Deck, and it should be pretty fun and engaging. Give it a try. When it comes to your math iReady, I actually made an assignment this week for your Google Classroom. It has a link to the site where you can practice your math facts, and also I put the link to the iReady login. You don't have to use this, I just put it in there for your convenience. You should go ahead and access iReady the way you always do, and remember to practice or engage in the iReady lessons for about 20 minutes each day. You can always do more, but try to make a habit of 20 minutes per day. I hope you've been reading some cool chapter books. Scarlett and I have been reading Bunnicula, as well as listening to an audiobook version of the book, the Newbery Award winner, from the Mixed Up Files of Mrs. Basil E. Frankweiler. I told a few of you in comments to give this book a try. I highly recommend it. And you can borrow it for free online from your public library. That's where we got ours. We use an app called Overdrive, I think it's called. And I'm pretty sure that's the same one that Laura McCungy Library uses. Give it a try. For the reading response this week, you're going to be using Flipgrid in order to talk a little bit about what you've been reading. Try answering these questions, and also go back and watch the videos that your peers put together and comment on theirs. Ask each other questions, and let's see if we can get some conversations going. Our math this week has to do with graphing, and I'd encourage you to bring paper and pencil to our Google meeting on Wednesday. I want everybody to do some graphing, and we'll practice the skills that we've been learning. Also, take some pictures of plants in your yard or garden, or seeds that you started to plant that are now sprouting, in order to put in that planting seeds slideshow. I would love to see what's going on around your yard, and I'll share with you some of the awesome planting and plant growth that I've experienced in my yard with my family. Lastly, there's an optional literature lesson that I highly encourage everyone to check out. It's called The Emperor's New Clothes, and this is a play from Storyworks Junior. But the theme this week is method acting. So method acting is when you develop a character as an actor. So I was actually supposed to dress in costume for this video. I totally forgot. But the concept is, when an actor is getting ready to do a movie, he or she will read the script, and then they will kind of add their own flavor to the character, and they really internally they become that character. And that's what you want to think about and even do a little research on when it comes to taking a look at this slideshow. There's some information in it about this concept. So that's it for this week. It's your message from your captain. I hope you have fun with this work and let me know how it goes.